What's up, guys? It's Barber Quarter. Today we're going to be talking about different types of silver, and these are just some different types of silver that I have in my stack. Different coins, rounds, fractional silver, and then a little bit of bars too. So we're just going to talk about these and how I think they kind of go for stacking, or how good they are for stacking. So first we'll talk about something that a lot of people don't have a lot of, which is sterling silver. And sterling silver is usually silverware or like teapots or stuff that, or maybe even plates that have sterling assay marks on them. And you know that they're 92%, 925. So they're almost all silver. There's a little bit of copper in there, and they're fairly good for getting weight for cheaper, but you are going to be getting less on the sellback unless you end up making jewelry with it, which is what I plan to do. Next we have like assorted rounds. These you can get for about $20 a piece right now, and they carry the lowest premium besides big bars for just a little round of silver for 1 ounce, and they don't have that high of a premium, so I think that they're fairly good for getting like the most weight for your dollar amount. Whereas stuff like this is a Canadian Kraken, definitely not going to get as much weight for your dollar amount. Same with something like a Queen's Beast, and these are both 2-ounce coins over here. You're not going to get the same dollar cost average for your whole stack if you have a bunch of those. Next we'll go up over here to some little bit lower premium, but that was just because my coin shop, or my local coin shop, thinks that these are a little bit less sought after, I guess, than a maple leaf. So they were selling them for just a hair under maple leaf prices, but they're still sovereign mint bullion. So they're, to me, almost just as good as a maple leaf. Still 4.9's fine, still a beautiful coin, recognizable, Canada, still good. And then over here we have a Britannia. These you can get, I've seen some good deals on like APMEX and Provident Metals. Some of those websites have them on sale. A lot of these Libertads I've been seeing go for, especially this type, go for higher premiums, which isn't great because I want to accumulate more of them, but I can be patient on those and wait for the premiums to maybe die down. And then, of course, we have the American Silver Eagle, and these are going to be carrying a pretty hefty premium right now for bullion, and I think you can get them anywhere from like $23 to $25 depending on where you're getting them from. And then of course we have constitutional junk silver. This one is a Benjamin Franklin $50 with the Liberty Bell on the back, and that is a fairly good coin to stack. They tend to be a little bit less worn than something like a Walking Liberty $50, the nice eagle on the back, but they might be a little bit more worn than something like a Kennedy would be. But I happen to stack all of them just because I like the different designs, and it doesn't matter to me all that much having a little bit worn or cleaned coins when you're talking about junk silver. That doesn't really matter to me all that much. And now we'll go down to some of the dimes. So I have a couple different types of dimes. This one right here is a Roosevelt, and anything Roosevelts are gonna, if anything, gonna have the least amount of wear on them for a dime, versus like a Mercury or even Barber dimes. I didn't bring out the Barber dime, but those tend to be a lot more worn. If they're not, then you might get a good dollar amount for them. But other than that, they usually run worn. And then we have a Canadian. Oh, flipped it like an American. We have a Canadian dime. These are, I think they're really nice. They're 80% silver versus these 90% silver coins. And they're, I think, really pretty, and they are mostly silver, so they carry a lesser premium than these over here, but they're still gonna hold a decent amount of value because they're inherent silver content. And now we'll go down to some of the last ones with the Washington quarters. These are gonna be great for stacking for weight because they tend to be less worn than some of your like standing Liberty quarters or Barber quarters. Stuff like that tends to be less or more worn versus stuff like this. And for another quarter, we have a Canadian quarter. Runs 80% silver versus these 90% silver. Definitely a great coin to stack if you want to get silver at a lower premium. And next we'll move on to the bars. Now for some of these bars, they might be a little bit higher premium, like this one over here. I think I looked online and it was like about $20, but it might be more. But these definitely are about $20 each. I wouldn't see bars getting much more than that. Coins usually get higher premiums, and rounds on top of that I think usually get higher premiums because they're just more put into them maybe. But maybe you can correct me on that if I'm wrong. But we'll go over to these 5-ounce bars to finish it up. These are gonna be where you get the most silver for your money, and just like for stacking weight, getting 5-ounce and 10-ounce bars is definitely an easy way to get a lot of weight fast. Because every time you're picking up one bar, you're getting the equivalent of 5 coins. So it stacks up a lot faster, or 10 coins for something like this. And it's just a really good for your cost averaging to get some bigger bars. And I think I got this one for $177, so like $17 an ounce for that bar, and that brought my whole cost average down from my whole stack when I purchased that. So that's awesome. But if you guys like this little bit longer video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up, and if you want to see more stuff like this, go ahead and leave that down in the comments section below. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Have a good one.